I love talking about my favorites, and I love talking shit about the things I hate. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be what I'm gonna call the beauty brand tag. So this video might already exist, but these are the prompts that I came up with in my little head. And let's just get into it, okay? For my first prompt, it is your favorite brand. And this was really hard. This one's really hard. But I think I gotta give it to Pat McGrath. Just because of like the fantasy that she's selling, right? Her eyeshadow palettes, oh my god. Like, they're my fave. I absolutely love them. I love her blushes. I love her powders, her lip stuff, I have her concealer. I have yet to try the foundation. It's just, I don't know, but she is a brand that I'm always looking out for when she launches new things, when she's coming out with newer products. So I think Pat McGrath might be my favorite brand, which is hard because I love so many things. The next prompt is your favorite indie brand, and this one was pretty darn easy, and it's definitely Kaleidos. I love the shit that they do. I love their packaging. I love their ideas. I love their color stories that they put out. The Flower Punk palette, absolutely stunning. One of my favorites. Packaging, color story, everything. The Skate Pod, and their new Smoky Nostalgia collection. So excited to get that in the mail. They take forever to ship. That's the only downside of Kaleidos, is that the shipping, at least for me, takes like a month almost. So I probably won't see that for a couple more weeks. But yeah, Kaleidos is my favorite indie brand. The next one is a brand you are worried about. As we know, Becca has closed last year. Yeah, Becca closed last year, right? Did that happen last year, or was that 2020? I don't know. And Becca was a big brand. They were like a big name, right? And for me, a couple of brands come to mind, like Too Faced, Tarte, those two, Smashbox. A couple of those come to mind. And as far as Tarte and Too Faced go, you can like see a product and just know which brand it belongs to. Like, this is a Too Faced product. You know what I mean? Just by the overall packaging and the vibe. But the one I landed on was Urban Decay. Just because I feel like there's two different identities when it comes to this brand. You have like their naked line, like their naked palettes, their naked basic stuff, naked concealers, naked foundation, kind of like neutral, boring makeup. But then they have they released Moon Dust, their Wired palette. I think the Wired palette was one of the newer palettes they've done. They have the newest one, that green eyeshadow palette, whatever that one's called. They have like their heavy metal glitters and like their glitter paste. Remember those like lip glosses that looked super funky and cool? I just feel like there's two different sides there's two different like personalities to this brand. Like, one for the everyday average consumer, and then one for like the like cool girl, funky makeup. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. I don't know. I just think Urban Decay has like two different sides to their personality, which is fine. But I also feel like Urban Decay is missing a lot from their line. This is something that Kelly Gooch mentioned in a video. She did a whole video of like the rise and fall of Urban Decay. She has a couple of those. They're really, really cool. But yeah, they are missing like a line of blushes. They are missing a line of bronzers. Like Kelly said, they only have one bronzer, and that is from their beach collection. That was from years ago. I just feel like they're missing a lot, and I don't know. Kind of worried about Urban Decay. And like their collabs. Like Marvel's Eternal? Or Marvel Eternals? The Prince collection? Like that came and went on clearance really fast. And then the Game of Thrones one, like that could have been so good. That could have been an amazing collab, but I just thought it sucked. I thought it sucked. So, yeah. I'm worried about you, Urban Decay. The next prompt is the brand that has most of your favorites. And this one for me is definitely Charlotte Tilbury. I don't consider Charlotte Tilbury my favorite brand. I have a lot of her things. Like I have like almost a full face of Charlotte Tilbury at this point. Which I just did a video of that a couple of weeks ago. Check it out. Most of my favorites definitely come from Charlotte Tilbury. Iconic Nude Lip Liner is my all-time favorite lip liner. The Pillow Talk Pushed Up Mascara is my all-time favorite mascara. The Hollywood Flawless Filter, I love. The contour one, I love. Blushes, I love. I do enjoy her palettes a lot. She's got a lot of hits for me that I just love and I use almost every day. Once again, she's not my favorite brand, but I think as an overall, she has most of my favorites. So yeah, that one's a little tricky. Next prompt is a brand you're most excited for, and this one is definitely going to Kosas. I'm really excited to see what Kosas can do. They just released their Revealer foundation, which I have a video on that. Go check it out. It is a gorgeous foundation. I'm just so happy with it. I'm in love. In that video, I kind of talk about me being like kind of insecure about my skin. Growing up, I've never had acne other than like the occasional pimple. But I'm struggling now. My texture, my pores, my breakouts. But that foundation made me just feel so pretty and just confident. And I absolutely love their foundation. And their concealer is my favorite concealer of all time. They reformulated their liquid shadows, and that I haven't heard too many good things about it, but the original I love. I'm just excited to see what else Kosas comes out with. I really want them to put out more cream products, a cream bronzer, more highlighted products. I don't like their cream blush from what I've tried. I might just be that one that I don't like, but I'm so excited to see what Kosas is gonna do in the future. The next prompt is brand that is overrated. I got to give it to Too Faced. I don't know if they're highly rated these days, but truly, it's just a brand that I do not care about. Their packaging to me is just ugly. And I don't think I have a single Too Faced product in my collection anymore. I don't know. They just don't do it for me. The next prompt is a brand that you used to love, but not so much anymore. And this one was so easy. It's definitely Anastasia Beverly Hills. Now, I got into them back when they were launching Modern Renaissance, Soft Glam, the Amrezy highlighter. I think that is when they were in their prime. But I don't know about them these days. I know that they've come out with really highly rated products recently, but I don't know what happened. They completely fell off for me. I'm just no longer really interested. A couple years ago, every time they launched a palette, like I was here for it and I was gonna buy it. I think I bought almost every single palette that came after Modern Renaissance. I bought Soft Glam, the Prism palette, the Norvina palette. The Norvina palettes, Subculture I bought at a Marshall's, even after all the flack they got for that. I'm sitting on my legs and it hurts. But yeah, I just think eventually they started coming out with too much at one time and it was kind of like overwhelming, and then I think they got a little bit in trouble here and there. Kelly Gooch has another video on Anastasia Beverly Hills that is really, really cool. I recommend that video. Those videos are so much fun that she does. But yeah. Anastasia was definitely a brand that I loved, but completely fell off for me. The next prompt is brand with the best packaging. Now it'd be easy to say like a Pat McGrath or a Tom Ford. I only have one Tom Ford product, but that's besides the point. The packaging on that is still beautiful. But I really got to give this to ColourPop just because they change it up, right? for their themes, for the different kind of collections. They really have fun, cute packaging. I love the packaging on the Lizzie McGuire palette. The Dream Street palette, it has one of my favorite packaging of all time. Even the Rudolph palette is so freaking cute. So I definitely have to give ColourPop the best packaging. Even their lipsticks. These are so freaking old, but the packaging is just too beautiful to throw away. So for me, ColourPop has the best packaging just because they have fun with it. And I enjoy that. The next prompt is your favorite celebrity brand. Oh God, this one's really hard. Because it either comes down to Fenty or Rare Beauty. I think I gotta think of it more fairly. I have tried more from Fenty. Shit, no. I think, oh frig, my favorite celebrity brand is Rare Beauty. Is it? Is it? Okay, cheating. Fenty and Rare, it's a tie. I can't choose. And we're gonna leave it at that. I can't say anymore, otherwise I'm gonna stress, and I can't be stressed. Next prompt is a popular brand that you own nothing from. Melt Cosmetics. Thought of that on the spot. I had tried one Melt products. What? I've tried one Melt eyeshadow palette, and it was the Blueprint palette, not the Blueprint stacks. It was the Blueprint palette. And I hated it. The mattes were great, but I think there was only 2, and the rest were shimmer, and they sucked. They sucked, and I've not looked back since. They definitely have burned me. So Melt is a popular brand that I don't own anything from, and I hear a lot of good things from them, but I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. The next category or prompt is your favorite influencer brand. We're talking just influencer brand here. Not collabs, just their brand. For me, I really gotta love you to buy your stuff, okay? And really, I don't own anything from Jaclyn Hill. I own one size product because I got it in a BoxyCharm. I don't own anything from Lunar Beauty. But that's kind of like the one brand, another brand that might tip the scale because the palettes that he comes out with looks gorgeous. I don't own anything from Laura Lee Los Angeles. Who else is there? I don't own anything from Desi. So really, just by default, my favorite influencer brand is Auric, and that is Samantha Ravndel's brand. I love that woman. I love that woman. My gosh, she is just so freaking real. She truly is. And yeah, she only has the Glow Lust and the Smoke Reflex, and I do indeed have both of those. I have 3 of the Smoke Reflex, and I love them. And the packaging on her products are just outstanding. They are not just your average influencer kind of packaging. It is absolutely stunning. So it's kind of by default, but by choice, Auric Beauty. I think that's it. Think we covered enough. If you do any makeup videos, feel free to do this video. In fact, I am pushing you to it. I think that'd be really cool. I think that'd be really, really cool. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I think this video was fun. I love talking about my favorites, and I love talking shit about the things I hate. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!